And more updates trickling in an exclusive conversation, CNN News 18 has spoken to Kerala's Law Minister P. Rajiv, who has said that the government will file an appeal against the acquittal of the accused, including actor Dileep, and has also added to the government's stance with the survivor. Listen in.
The verdict after 8.5 years has come in. The 8th accused, actor Dileep, has been acquitted of all charges. How are you seeing this?
The first part is there, 6 accused convicted in this case. That is a welcoming judgment. The government has entrusted a efficient police team to engage all these things, and we are stand with the survivor from the beginning itself, and that stand is continuing now. But the second part is not satisfactory. That is the judgment acquitted 4 accused. That part we have decided to go for an appeal, and we have discussed with the Director General of Prosecution and other team members, and also consulted with the Chief Minister, and now we have decided to go for an appeal for these parts.
So the government will be appealing as soon as possible before the higher court?
Yes. That's after getting the full verdict. Then we can analyze what are the findings of the judgment, why it is not conclusive on the conspiracy side. After examining all these things, we will file an appeal in the High Court. We have discussed with the Director General of Prosecution, but the police did a very good work and prosecution did a very good work. That is why 6 were convicted in this case. That part is welcoming, but this part is not satisfactory. That is why we have decided to go for an appeal.
Sir, this counsel for the 8th accused was saying that looking at the evidence or whatever was presented, they were expecting a verdict like this.
Anybody has right to express their own opinion, but this is the stand of the government.
And it's been almost 9 years since this has happened. This case has seen a lot of twists and turns, and finally the verdict has come. So as Law Minister also, this huge delay also is something.
Not from the government side, not from the prosecution side. Sometimes High Court intervenes, sometimes this court itself intervenes, sometimes Supreme Court, some appeals are there. But wherever is required, the government has entrusted very efficient lawyers to defend the survivor and also to against that type of appeal by the different parties. We have entrusted senior lawyers in the Supreme Court itself. This delay is not by the default or any action of the government or the prosecution or by the police. That is the existing reality of the legal system in the country.
And my colleague Neetu Rekukumar is now with us on the broadcast. Neetu, this is the next step for the prosecution to take this matter up, to appeal against this verdict coming out of the trial court, and this is what the Law Minister is also putting on record for you.
So we just heard the Law Minister of the state saying that the government has decided to appeal this verdict against the acquittal of 4 of the accused in this case, including that of actor Dileep. We heard the Law Minister saying that they have already spoken to the Chief Minister and the Director General of Prosecution to appeal to the higher court at the earliest. Now the quantum of punishment, the sentencing in this particular case will only happen on December 12th. Only after that the detailed judgment will come out. Only after going through the judgment they can take the next step. So that is how the legal procedures will be in the next couple of days. Now as far as the survivor is concerned, this was a very long battle of about 9 years, 8 years, 10 months to be precise. The incident, this act was committed on 2017, February 17, and from then it was a long legal battle. Several times there has been appeals that has gone into the High Court and even Supreme Court. 2 prosecutors had changed during the course of this, but all through this the survivors stood and fought this case, and the government reiterating their stance, saying that they are standing with the survivor. They are happy that 6 accused in the crime has been found guilty, but at the same time the other accused have been acquitted. acquitted. Now, the case against actor Dileep was that he was basically the main person behind this criminal conspiracy, but the prosecution was not able to prove this in court. While leaving this court premises, actor Dileep had said that there was indeed conspiracy against him to make him an accused in the case, and he said that he is thankful to all those who stood by them. There is no official statement that has come in from the survivor yet, but this was also a case which took the Malayalam industry by the storm. The industry was divided. We saw the Women in Cinema Collective being formed, women actors moving out of the Association of Malayalam Movie Artists, coming out and forming this Women in Cinema Collective, stating that they were not happy with the way in which the association acted, where the accused was also a member. So after this, now we none of the WCC members we saw that actor Parvati and Rima Kallingal has put out Instagram post saying that they are with the survivor. Avalkoppam is the status that Rima Kallingal has put out, which means that with her. So in the next couple of days, we think that there will be an official statement also coming in from them after the judgment in this case has come out.
Right, Neetu, thank you so much for that perspective. Remember, Women in Cinema Collective was an entire movement that this case brought about, and clearly very, very dejected statements that are being put out by members of the WCC after this verdict by the trial court. Neetu, thank you so much for all of that information.